Hey guys, welcome back to Plant-Based Ninja here. I am about to make a big old Instapot of, it's kind of going to be like a thick, like a chili, but it's, when I say chili, I mean, like a thick, it's going to be a meaty type of bean. Let me explain that to you. So, we're going to have our 15 bean soup. Okay? It's going to be the Cajun flavor, which is cool. I will be adding in like organic honey and sorghum into each individual bowl that I make. I'm not going to do that to the whole pot, because if I do that to the whole pot, it really ruins it for anyone else that wants it, namely Darlene. So we don't want to do that. Also, on top of that, we're going to be adding in a lot of what, Matthew? What are we going to add in a lot of? Aha. We're going to be adding in what we put it in for like a meat, which is our lentils. Now, what do you mean like a meat? Well, when lentils cooked up, they break down. When they're breaking down, they kind of start to clump together. Lentils are known as like a meat substitute. I've found they do wonderfully in an Instapot when they're overcooked a lot. So it really adds, it adds a lot to it is what it does. But it adds a lot of consistency to it, thickens it up, really, really good. So let's jump into it. It only takes a couple minutes to put it in. I do want to let you know one thing I always make sure of is, where is it at? Let me take a look over here. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here we are. And of course I'm going to have my distilled water, okay? I don't like drinking out of this one, so I'm going to put it in this bad boy. This is the same Instapot we used yesterday. We still have a sweet potato in the other Instapot, of which needs to be taken care of here in a moment. Alright, so step number one. What I do is I go ahead and put my water in. No, I never use sink water. Sink water is like disgusting. But why is it disgusting? Well, sink water is disgusting because it has a bunch of crap that they add to it. They even add fluoride in that bad boy. Okay, I don't put it all in, so I leave a little bit out. If I want to add it later on, I can. Just that once you put the water in, there's no getting it out. And I like to get a thicker consistency. The cook time on this is probably going to be about 15 minutes. The next thing I do every time, I want to put the seasoned packet in it. It comes with the 15 bean soup. It gives it that Cajun flavor. There we go. Alright. Boy, that smells good. Eating plant-based isn't that bad. You got your beans. If you get a chance, check out the spinach smoothies we made earlier. And of course the juicing. Look at all these beans, guys. This is just crazy. Oops. Great. I'm spilling them all over, but you see them. All the different colors, shapes, and sizes. A lot of fun. Okay. Now, here we go. Here's the lentils. I do have a mixture of a lot of different things in here, but I don't want to put this in here at this time. This is like rice, lentils, vanilla beans. Yeah. Here's the thing though, I don't have enough beans in here right now. I just don't. You'd be like, you just put that whole bag in there. I know, but I do want some more. I didn't grab a bag, so we're going to go back and get some in a minute. how many lentils to put in here. Everybody wants an exact recipe. I'm going to put in 3 big handfuls. And we'll put a little more. There we go. I laugh and I don't even know why. Okay, so I actually do that a lot. Alright, I'm going to go grab some more beans. Just to kind of give you a heads up, or just to let you know what I grabbed. I don't know, I got lots of beans in my office. I don't feel like looking for them. So we're just going to throw some Great Northerns in there. Just some leftover stuff we had in other bags. Very cool. Oh, very good, very good. Everything was looking really good in here. Alright, so what do we do next? Well, I think that water level is looking good. I think we have plenty in here. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be really good. As you can see, I'm guessing on this bad boy. I have. So it always turns out good. There's a little line in here, and I'm about that far from the top line. I put a bunch of water in there. As you see, it's almost a full gallon. So I really don't have to worry about not having enough water in there. What I might do is I might turn it on, and I am going to turn it on for 15 minutes, okay? And I will show you how I do that. I'm going to put this lid on, just like so. Turn it. I put it on meat stew, and 50, let's go 55. Okay. Also, want to be sure that is on seal, which it is. And now the Instant Pot's going to heat up until it gets really hot, and then it'll start to count down from 55. What I'll do after that is that we will taste the beans. I'm going to let it vent. I'm actually going to help vent it so it vents out quicker. If it's not exactly the way I want it, I'm going to cook it. I'm going to make sure there's plenty of water in it. But if I have to add more water, I will. Just depending on how much longer I cook it. Usually, there was one time I did cook it for another 15 minutes. It really added a lot to it. If you do it for another 15 minutes and you don't see that it's meaty enough, you can add more lentils, and I do that. Lentils are absolutely phenomenal. Lentils are a superfood. Do not overlook the lentil. I would say the lentil is actually, it has a bigger punch as far as a superfood does than beans have. So you got to kind of, lots of research to be done. Also, one thing that people in general don't think about are their iron levels. They only think about those like when they go to the doctor, when they get some blood work. If you find yourself having a lack of energy, sorghum. Buy sorghum. I have sorghum. I've got some from the Amish. I'll show you what I have. So, I get, boom, quarts like this. Sorghum. $10. I get them in Amish country. Very, very good. Very tasty. Very high in iron. Very healthy. Matter of fact, if I'm dragging, I already know, eat some sorghum. And also, organic honey as well. Always keep those. Man, these two things should be a major focus for anybody. That's... Alright. I don't know, I'm going to just throw this idea in there for you, but fresh cranberries, what? Yes. Bag of fresh cranberries. Magical food. it does your body so good. It's just amazing. So definitely look up your cranberries. Definitely check them out. You know, if you like cranberry juice, if you think things a little tart, you ought to try these bad boys. These are tart. These will get you. And you have to eat those quite a bit to be able to really enjoy them. Yep. All right. Well, that's it. As you can see, our Instapot is on and it heats up really fast, guys. And I gotta tell you, having something like this, if you're a foodie like me, if you really enjoy food, yet you want to be healthy, having something that is cooked is totally cool if you want to eat that and just be satiated with it, have something hot to eat. Obviously, there's nothing bad in there, right? And then you add, you know, your sorghum, you add your organic honey in there. It's just everything changes at that point. You've got nutrition on top of nutrition. Remember, also if you're doing the smoothies, or if you're doing smoothies and juicing, you know I don't do that every day. But to be able to have all three of those, knowing that you're going to have those building blocks that your body requires to be able to replace those 3 million cells that replaces every day, and to build back your body so that it is stronger and healthier than the day before. And, you know, being able to keep peace of mind, a lot of people need to have, when I say peace of mind, when it comes to making something like this in the Instapot, you know, it's a comfort food. It's going to be warm. It's also nutritious. When you compare it to juicing, though, this is probably knowledge that you already know, but if you don't, I'm going to say it. You know, your juice, you're going to get the most alive food to be able to restore yourself. You know, and really the juicing is really going to just power build you. Power build. You know, that goes in your bloodstream, just killing it, boy. And then when you're doing smoothies, oh man, your body loves you for that. You know, that's probably the second best thing that you can do is those smoothies. But the first, the juicing always. Then you got the smoothies. You gotta get you. And here comes a lecture, boys. Hey, girls, 2 to 7 gallons of water a day. I've almost finished my first gallon. About this time of the day, I'm going to be starting becoming obsessed by keeping, by really zooming in, start power drinking that stuff. I didn't do a water a day because I had to take off, but and as you can, I don't know if you've noticed, but in my videos earlier today, I'm always full of, you know, like energy like that. You know, as the day goes on and I finally drink the water, because I was putting off water. I thought I'd do a water mukbang, but as the day goes on and I get the water in, I start to calm down a little bit. You know, I mean, yeah. My focus is really just like today. I was like, "Hi, you know, I was like, you know, mind you, it's all where you have your mind at, you know." And again, if you want to make well, check this out. Let's say nutrition's in your top 5 of your priorities, maybe top 10. Okay. So far today, I've done juicing, I've done smoothies, and I've done this behind me with all the beans and the lentils and whatever. I would like to throw carrots and celery in there, but obviously I didn't, and I really just didn't have the urge for it. So if you just did one of those 3, man, you're having a super nutritious day. And you just get that water in. So you just make it, you know, but when you're focused, and you're just like, man, I'm not where I want to be, then at that point, mentally, you got the beans behind you for maybe a bowl of that later today, maybe 2 or 3, you know, I just don't know. But you do need to get your smoothies in so that you can feel really, 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 really good. And you got to get that water in. You can't ignore the water. You also need to get your exercise in. Exercise, even in light, you know, and obviously I don't know where this is going right here. I feel like I'm just going down a rabbit hole, but you know, when you look at your beats per minute over a 24-hour period, it's going to go up when you're doing less cardio. It's going to go down by a beat or 2 or 3, even within a week, just by increasing the cardio. And you can see, and that's what you want. You want your beats per minute, your beats per minute when you're relaxing. to be as low as they can go, because that's heart health. You know, that's your heart, and you want it to be as in good a shape as you can get it. So when you think about people that have high blood pressure, when you think about people that are on meds, when you think about, they're just having complications for some reason, and they may have given up. They may not feel like they have control. They don't know what to do. I'm telling you, what you do is you give the body raw materials. That's the first thing. The second thing you have to do is you have to do the cardio. So you give the raw materials by juicing. You go completely 100% plant-based. You do 85% raw, 15% processed. And by processed, I mean by what we're preparing right here. Okay? When you take food out of the addiction, your addiction, what happens is that you start thinking on your own. All of a sudden, everything that you look at, what you perceive, you start questioning everything. And then you realize and you find out that either that depression you were going through, or the lack of energy, or the hopelessness, or the putting off things. Now, depression does a lot. It will keep you in bed. It will make you feel like you can't do any better. It'll make you feel like you can't even do one push-up, and maybe you can do 10. My point being is that your mind's going to tell you no because it wants the easy way out. And when you flood the body with so much energy that the body stops saying no, and then you just start doing. The one thing that I can think of when I'm saying this is, I was out walking, I was walking fast, and my body just told me, I want to run, son. So I was like, all right, we're going to go run. And I started to run with Brownie. Before I knew it, Darlene and Marley were catching up, and we were and I just kept running, and I kept running, and then I stopped to check myself, wondering, am I okay? I haven't ran in so long. And then after that first day, the body told me, and then I just kept running. And every time I went for a walk, I kept running. And here's the thing, before I started getting really strict, I had pain in my knee, pain in my legs. It was pretty bad, So get the gluten out of your diet too. Your health is one thing you don't want to play around with. Your health is something that you definitely want to get in focus, so it makes every other part of your life a lot easier. Nobody has a magic pill. You are the magic pill for you. Here's the thing. Once you get started, once you start to see the results, I'm telling you, and you get really focused and you realize you're nowhere close to how great you're going to feel. I mean, it's amazing how good I feel. I can't imagine how much better I can feel. I can't imagine feeling better. Think about that. It's just, I know you don't know how good I feel, right? But think of somebody that was in a lot of pain. Now they're not. Memory's improved. You feel focused. You feel relaxed. Yeah, you're worrying. I mean, you realize you can control some things. The things you can't control, you don't worry about. You just face it when it comes at you. So, well, I'm not quite sure exactly why I went off on these little tangents. Not sure why I went down these rabbit holes. But, it's important. Because, you can find out who I am, kind of get in my head, kind of figure out if any of it resonates with you. And if it does, that's awesome. I talked to somebody the other day. They had watched a bunch of my videos, and they were telling me all about myself. And I'm just like, what? How do you know? I'm like, huh? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was just rambling in some video. So, it kind of reminds me of the Truman Show in a way, except for the fact that I know that I'm on video. So, yeah. All right. Peace out, y'all. Y'all be good. I'm gonna probably rant here in a little bit. I don't know. I think I am going to. I think I am. It'll be fun. I got plenty of time. Obviously, I'm not really doing anything. I mean, I am. But do you see what I mean? I'm just relaxed, having a good time. That's what I'm doing. Working out, going on errands, doing, whatever with all this food and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool. You know what I'd like to do? Maybe tomorrow we'll take some potatoes. We're gonna put them in the air fryer, and we're gonna see. I know they're gonna turn out great because I've already done some, but the air fryer is absolutely a phenomenal device. You know, it's amazing how tasty healthy food can taste, and how healthy you can prepare French fries with absolutely zero grease. Don't do the lazy thing. You know, don't go to the grocery store and get stuff with all those processed saturated fats. No. You know what? The 5-pound bag of potatoes that I got for $1. It's like 99 cents. And you put them in the fridge and they last a long time. So if you get a chance, yeah, think about getting some potatoes. Think about getting an air fryer or using your air fryer and using it the healthiest way you can, because it does really taste. It tastes really, really good. And you know, there are ways of being able to make onion rings. You know, you can use some of that yun. You know what? I'd like to do that too. I just thought of two new videos. So that's cool. Hey boys, come on in. As I was saying, peace out, y'all. Y'all be good. I'll catch you on the back end.